Hey guys, I wanted to talk with you a little bit today about the abundance of women that exist out there in the world. This is a reiteration of a concept I've talked a lot about in the past. I'll continue to talk about, and today's video is just a reminder, just a quick little simple message. But today I am in New York City. I come here quite frequently for work. Actually, I love walking around New York City. There is no other city on the earth that's just like New York City. Sure, there's plenty of other big cities out there, but there's a lifeblood and a heartbeat to New York that is amazing. And of course, if you've ever been here, or as you could probably imagine, if you've never been, I mean, you just walk down the street and there is just an absurd abundance of attractive women that walk by constantly, all day long, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like you could literally be walking around in the middle of the night in New York City. There's something going on. There's something happening. There is an abundance of women. They're everywhere. They're so abundant. There's a ton of them out there, right? And that's all that I wanted to remind you of today. Is that I know probably most people out there that are listening to this right now, you don't live in New York City, most likely. You maybe live in a place where it's a little bit more sparsely populated or whatever. And I think we all have a way of believing that the world is scarce at times, or there's not enough women out there, there's not enough attractive women for us out there, and that couldn't be further from the truth. And I'm just trying to remind you guys today that even though you can't always see it, it's there, right? The abundance is there, and it's just the fact that you believe it in your mind, which is the really important part. That is what the belief is, what alters your method of conduct and the way you act in life, and in your attitude and your everything is just having that abundance mindset, and just knowing, even when you can't always see it, just knowing deep down in the pit of your stomach and down in your soul and down in your heart and in the depths of your mind that the world is abundant, that there is an overabundance of women for you out there. It's endless. There's an endless pool, right? And just the same way that I think the world tries to convince you at times that things are scarce and people are scarce and women are scarce, and you better settle down on this one because you're never going to find one like this. Well, that's a bunch of bullshit. I mean, would you believe somebody if they told you that, hey, I just went to New York City and all the people are gone. There's nobody there. It's not that densely populated. There's not that many people walking around there these days. Would you believe that for a split second? No, that's preposterous and ridiculous, and you know that that's not true. Okay, you're not allowing that person in that example to convince you that New York City is scarce of people, because you just know that it's not. And it's the exact same thing in your everyday life when you're wheelings and dealings. Like I said, you're going to have people all around you. You might even yourself try to convince yourself that things are scarce and women are scarce and all this kind of stuff. But guys, the world is just full of more women than you could count. And I'm not even talking about women in general. I'm talking about the ones that you're actually attracted to. Whatever shape, size, color, whatever you're attracted to, it's all there. It's so abundant. It's just something you have to always keep in the back of your mind. You have to believe this. You have to know this. And you've got to keep that in your minds when you're out there operating. And don't settle for bullshit. Don't settle for something that you don't really want. Don't settle for a girl you're not attracted to. Don't settle for a woman that treats you like shit. Don't settle for anything that is shy of what you really want, what you're after in this world. Because it's there. It's all there for the taking. You've just got to go out and seek it and find it and get a little bit better at interacting with these people when you cross paths with them. And you can have it. You can have anything you want. Same goes for you women out there. This isn't a guys only thing. There is certainly in the same way. There's an abundance of males walking the face of the earth that you too can do this stuff. You too can go out there and seek and find and get after those things you want. You don't need to settle on that guy that treats you like shit, the guy that abuses you, the guy that fucks with your head, whatever it is, right? The world is so abundant, guys. I can't say it enough. I'll keep hitting this message. That's a large overtone of everything that I talk about on my channel. It's just that when you learn to live your life with this abundance mindset, things just change immensely for you. Things get so different, and everything is going to improve for you. You're going to see this. You're going to feel this. You're going to know this. But you really have to embrace it for yourself. I can say these words and convey this message to you repeatedly and over and over again, but until you really believe it in the depths of your heart and your soul, nothing's going to change for you. So that's what I'm trying to do here, guys, I'm trying to instill this in you. I'm trying to convince you that this is reality. And I want you to believe this stuff. I want you to operate in your life with this notion that the world is just stupidly abundant with everything you want. And you don't need to settle for things you don't want, or you don't need to settle for mistreatment, or settle for anything shy of what you're after in your heart and what you desire deep down in your soul, okay? So the next time you start to think about how sparse women are in general, maybe in your hometown or whatever, just think about New York City. Think about the ridiculous abundance of people that are walking around here. That is the earth. That's most of the earth, right? And yeah, if you're living in a really small town, you might have to geographically remove yourself from time to time to be in places that are a little bit more populated. But just all I'm saying is don't let that scarcity and that lack of abundance mindset drive you to do things that are not right for you or that are not healthy or positive in your life. Just like I said, just remember New York City. Remember how abundant things are here, and I hope this helps you. I hope this means something to you. I hope you can remember this the next time you're out there and you start to wander into that scarcity mindset. All right, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Talk to you all soon.